off we go from Las Vegas. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you can...
And right away, he lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 43.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
36-yard line.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because it didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss, tackled there, that means they read it fast.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
2-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Carr. And this is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Rose.
receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's taken in by Henderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Rams first down.
Goff on 1st down. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Throwing again is gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Darrell Henderson. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Raiders 7, Rams nothing.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Number 82.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. Now Sam Sloman is on the left hash. Officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now it's the backup, Mariota. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Richard, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action now. Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mariota on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second and 8 coming up. The Again, it's Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter, so get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Webster.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will.
The quarterback.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of 4 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll roll him out right. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
At his 48-yard line.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
First down, Los Angeles.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stays on his feet and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the 6-year man from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Malcolm Brown, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Gun now on 3rd down. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And the throw right sideline here is complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
43-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Mariota. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing, Mariota looking for the end zone. Turns it here to his own 18-yard line. So now 2 consecutive consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4. He finds Henderson complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
with the score.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, 34 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Third time, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Gardner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Freaky, I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't feel